Welcome, Divine Souls, to your third eye chakra activation session, and also welcome to my channel, the Zodiac Love Tarot. Now, to begin an activation, what I do is go over and review or do a quick review about the chakra that we're going to be discussing. That way you can get your mind and your thoughts and your energy and your vibration and your frequency and everything attuned to the particular chakra that we're going to be talking about, and that way you're better able to receive this wonderful message. And if you would be so kind, if you are ready to receive this message, just to go ahead and type down below in the comments, I'm ready to receive the message, or just I'm ready. That way that helps with the engagement, and that helps other people to open their third eye chakra, and that is going to bring better karma into the world, and that karma will come back to you. And then you're going to feel the love of that, and that's what I do with this channel, is try to bring you love. So with that, let's just get started, okay? So the third eye chakra, it vibrates with the color violet or indigo. I usually tend to go with indigo because I feel like there's a little bit more blue in there than there is like all purple or light purple. And I really love the color indigo. So this is also one of my favorite chakras. I think a lot of people like this chakra. And it is located right here between your eyebrows, and it is here. And a lot of people sometimes wear a jewel here to indicate that their third eye is open. And the Sanskrit name for your third eye is Anja. And I really like that, this Ajna. It's a really pretty word. It vibrates with me when I say it. And also the Ajna, when activated, it allows you to see clearly, both physically and intuitively. And when you open your third eye, what happens is your psychic abilities begin to open up, and then that opens up your intuition, your imagination, your visualization, and your insight, and you're able to see the signs that the universe is trying to send you, that are trying to guide you in the right direction, and you're better able to interpret those signs, and you're also able to interpret your dreams better. A lot of times we do tend to have disturbing dreams, and we are not sure why, but there's a lot packed into those dreams that if you started a journal, you would be able to explore that and see if you can find the signs inside of your dreams. And also, this is going to be cosmic messages that are being sent to you, okay? So now with the first exercise that I want to do for the opening or activation of the third eye is basically just an affirmation. And this affirmation, you can look back at it if you want, or play it over so that you can vibrate on it, but it's to say, I see clearly, I have a calm mind, good memory, because that's also part of the third eye, is having a good memory. I have awakened imagination, I have spiritual insight, I have clarity, I have awareness, and I can visualize, meditate, and interpret dreams, and wield my divine psychic abilities at all times. Okay, so that's a lot to say, but it really does help, because then you realize how many tools you have and how many abilities you have just when you open this third chakra. So if you go back and just hear yourself say that a few times, you are going to experience all of that wonderful power. Okay, now next we want to talk about clarity, because the third eye gives you so much clarity, and this clarity is connected to the third eye. And when the third eye is open, you're able to receive long-awaited answers, things that you've always wanted to know about yourself. Sometimes, you may even ask yourself, like, why does this cloud follow me, or whatever. But when you're able to open the third eye, you can start to see where you've manifested things, and what things are coming back to you, and where you can change so that you can start to have personal growth and betterment. Okay, so let's see. Also, when your eye is closed, you can't really see your situation very well. You can't understand what's necessary for you to move forward. And so that's why with this particular chakra, I say that you do have to meditate a bit more than you would to say open up your soul star chakra, because really you're actually already connected to, that wonderful power. But the third eye is a little bit harder to develop. It's a little bit harder to nurture and to have it grow and to have it become stronger, because it is a power that's within you to actually see, better. So what I want you to do for this first exercise is I want you to take a clear quartz. Actually, I forgot to bring mine down. Hold on one second. Let me grab it. Okay, so you want to take this clear quartz, and I want you to imagine while you're holding this clear quartz that you are soaring above your situation, almost like you're levitating, and you can see down on that situation, and you are able to finally see at, like, from an outsider point of view what is going on in your life. And it's just almost like you're coming out of your body and levitating above and looking down below and just seeing what's going on. And so it's an outer perspective instead of an inner perspective, to see how, just kind of monitor your own daily life and see what you can find in there that you think could be, worked on or made better, so that you can use this third eye to, because once you start to see your own life and what's going on with your patterns, then you're able to open that eye and see other things for other people. And that gives you this wonderful, beautiful third eye gift, okay? And I'm just going to show you the card here that comes with that, which is this clarity card. And there's some, readings that I did with these cards, so you may remember that, because I do remember that this had a lot to do one time with pick a card for your future love. So yeah. Okay, so now that you've done that exercise, or you'll do that exercise later, let's move on to the next one. And the third eye is also the window to other dimensions. And when it's open, it opens during your dreams, and it exposes like hopes, and it exposes your fears. And when you analyze your dreams, it allows you to, like, root out the darkest fears and to move forward with your hopes and with your dreams. Okay, so you're with this other, like, dimension of dreams. Like I'm saying, what we're doing is we're processing through what we see every day, and we're connecting parts that are kind of disjointed and they don't fit together. But it is all part of the puzzle, but the puzzle pieces are sort of scattered and they're everywhere. But what you can get from this whole picture of these, disjointed or disorganized puzzle pieces is that there's still a picture there, and that picture is trying to tell you, I'm scared of losing this person, my boyfriend, or I'm scared of, losing my place to live, or whatever fear is driving you behind all of that. Or if you're fearful of just, heights or anything, you might experience like something of falling. So what you want to do with those fears, because these fears are stored inside of you even when you're awake, and what they do is they sort of cloud, or they become a hindrance to your personal power and your confidence. You don't really know that it's happening, because these are subconscious things. But when you open your third eye, you're going to start to see more of that. Those connections and those pieces of that puzzle are going to kind of come together, and you're going to start noticing things. And then other people, like Daniel from the Bible or whatever, can interpret dreams and put those pieces together for people, and really kind of have this psychic ability to know what's coming in the future and what these pieces mean. Okay, so it is difficult to develop it, and I'm not even going to say that I'm a third eye master. I'm definitely not. I'm more of an empath. things channel through me more than I can see the future. I use the cards to help me with that, but I am working on that a lot, you know, trying to get that third eye open because I know it's going to be even more helpful to you guys. Okay, so also, let's see, you can, it's like, I put this down where I said it's, you could know that you're planted kind of, like, okay, what I was trying to say is your dreams, the dreams that you want for yourself, not your dreams when you're asleep, but the dreams that you want for yourself also have to do with the third eye, because when we say I have a dream or I want to do this and this is my life's dream or whatever, this all also part of the third eye. And so what the third eye wants you to do is basically plant a seed and watch it grow and nourish it and watch for the signs of how to take care of it and to nurture it, because when your third eye opens up, you also have this ability to manifest your dreams. So that's an exercise that I want you to do, is I want you to write down your dreams in a journal, the dreams that you have when you sleep and the dreams that you have for yourself, like a vision board or whatever, because you see how even saying a vision board, because how this helps you with vision, and we're going to actually talk about that in a minute, is part of how your future is manifested, and that's through the third eye. Okay, so next we're going to talk about your psychic development, which we've already been talking about it a bit, but it's definitely achieved through the third eye activation. And the four main ways to strengthen your divine psychic ability is through practice of vision, and also it's practice of hearing, practice of knowing, and practice of feeling. Okay, so the stronger your ability you become more wise, and this allows you to connect to love. It allows you to share love with other people, because in the end, when you open these chakras, really what it's about is peace and enjoyment and contentment. Like, that's where we're after with all of this stuff, is just this higher frequency and this beautiful love that we want to feel, and this grace and this peace. Okay, so remember that all of this connects you back to that. And then you also, when you open up your third eye, your wisdom guides you and others to happiness. And it also is passed on from generation to generation. So, like, you know, when I say stuff about your ancestors or like angels and stuff like that, like all of this stuff is passed on. So when you develop your abilities, your psychic abilities, it can be passed on through other generations because it's part of your soul, it's part of your seed. It's something that it brings, like if you have children, it brings them more awareness. And they are better able to see, and then they carry it on to generation. And what this will do is actually it's like a gift that's passed on, and it actually makes more abundance come to your family, because the more wisdom you have, the more divine all of this becomes for you and your descendants. Okay, so this next exercise that I wanted to leave you with is basically um, to hear. I want you to be able to hear, and I want you to be able to feel. And I want you to be able to visualize, and also I want you to be able to know what's true. So what I'm going to do is, I've used this little guy before. I love this Morocco. I found it in Mississippi at like one of those open, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a yard sale, um, but it's so beautiful. It looks Native American to me, but it serves a lot of purposes. And this purpose that I want it to serve for you right now is, I want you to hear it, and I want you to see what you feel when you feel it. And also, if you feel, like, you don't like the sound or whatever, that has a lot to do with how you perceive things as well. Like if you have judgments and things like that, you're going to notice that sort of stuff, and like I said, you're going to know it, and so not only are we going to visualize this and hear it, I want you to feel it, and I want you to know your reaction to it. Okay, so I'm just going to shake it for a little bit, and then you just listen. Okay. Okay. So it's something simple like that, but I also want you to perform that at home. And I want you to feel the texture of whatever instrument you're using. I want you to visualize the instrument. I want you to know your reaction to it. And all of this is developing your senses, okay? Because that's also the ajna is all of these senses that you have. It's, just it's how you connect, okay? So let's just move on because that one was for your psychic development. Okay, and you also want to obviously meditate for that, and this other exercise that I just showed you is helpful too. Now, this next exercise for the activation for the third eye chakra is to practice visualization. And I said before about making, a vision board. Okay, this is a tool for manifesting your dreams and your desires. And you strengthen your third eye and you can see and know the future better and know what needs to be done and receive messages from your spirit guides. So you're not just making this vision board to set it and forget it. You need to look back at it and say, where have I achieved anything on this board? Have my spirit guides, ask them again. Ask and you shall receive. Ask your spirit guides, like, I've noticed that this is the thing I want here. And, you know, and it's not just about wanting materialistic things, um, because in the end, materialistic things do not fill your soul with joy, okay? They do make life more easy, but what you want to do on your vision board is give yourself challenges, not just to gain material things, but your vision board could also have on it, I want to help somebody. Like, I want to, help feed the homeless or something. And then you can have, like some food and you show that you're serving it or whatever. And that could be something you do with your family or your friends. Like I said, this is an ancestry thing. It's something that's passed on. The more you pass on this vision, the more it grows and the more it snowballs and it furthers, okay? And people are going to be grateful for that. And when you pass on, you're going to look down at what you've done and you're going to be the next guide or the next spirit or whatever. And that is, you're going to see your beautiful work. So the vision board isn't just about, oh, I want a helicopter, a gold-plated helicopter or something insane or, a Lamborghini. It's not just about that. It's about what your legacy is and what you want to leave, okay? So, um, so what I want you to do is, for this exercise, I want you to, I think I said pull a spirit animal card. You could go to one of my readings on your spirit animal for your particular sign and you can like meditate on that, or either just, if you already know your spirit animal, I want you to think of that animal as your guide, okay? And see yourself seeing through their eyes, because what this is going to do is help with this visualization that we're talking about. I want to show you the card for that. Okay, so you're seeing through another eye, you're seeing through another set of eyes, which is a super interesting perspective. So I want you to picture yourself as your spirit animal, like if it's a panther, if it's a jaguar, or a giraffe, whatever it is, you're seeing through it and you can imagine what you're seeing, okay? And it's just an exercise to learn how to see differently, okay? And that is also going to help you open your third eye, and that's going to help you fulfill your dreams. You can also kind of see if you can look through the eyes of another person, try to get their perspective, try to get their view, say like, what are the motives of this person, especially if there's someone close to you and you want to help them. A lot of times we always just notice what they're doing wrong or what agitates you or what annoys you or whatever, but if you try to see through what that other person is thinking and feeling, that's another way to really increase your awareness in your third eye, okay? So lastly, what I want to do is leave you with another exercise. And I just want to say, if you haven't seen the other chakra videos, the reason I'm doing these is and especially if you've never been to my channel, I am a empath and a card reader. And what I've noticed in these troubling times and times of uncertainty is a lot of readings that I'm doing for people are reflecting, all this uncertainty that we're going through. So I wanted to bring a lot of love and get you connected back to good energy. And then when you get another reading, what you're going to notice is things are a lot brighter. I've already noticed a lot of brightness going on for Aquarians and a couple of other signs, but I really want all of the signs to receive wonderful energy. And I also am doing a pick a card where you can pick a set of cards and find out what your energy story is, where you're at right now, and what chakras you need to work on, and then you can go back to the different chakras videos that I've posted, and then see if your energy changes, and then your readings change from last month. And if you haven't seen your readings from last month, check those out so that you can see the progression, okay? All right, so again, what I want to leave you with for this last exercise is to meditate with the amethyst. Okay, I want you to meditate for 7 minutes in the morning and 7 minutes in the evening. Okay, like at sun, if you can do it at sunrise and you can do it at sunset, that would be the best time. And that's going to give you 14 minutes a day, obviously. And what I want you to do is write down before you meditate, write down your dreams, write down what observations you've seen. What did you see when you looked through the eyes of your spirit animal? What did you see when you looked through the eyes of your person that you were reflecting on? And also, I want you to read. I want you to read some more books, things like that, because that's going to tap into your deeper wisdom. And, write these things down in your third eye journal, okay? And then meditate 7 minutes in the morning and 7 minutes in the evening, and that way every day you're going to be more at peace and your third eye is going to open up more. Okay, so thank you for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I activated your third eye for you. And yeah, so if you did like it, give a like, give a share, because I definitely want other people to see this too. And also leave a comment. I want to know what you thought, what you want to see. And then subscribe to the channel. That way I can see you back again and you can get more stuff. All right. Bye. Thank you.